Your soul is called to this planet to do one thing. And that thing is the most important thing you can do. Fulfill your life purpose. And your life purpose isn't your work or what you do. Your life purpose is to be the fulfilled expression of who you came here to be in this lifetime. You are your life purpose.
You're listening to Quantum Revolution with Karen Curry Parker, exploring new frontiers in consciousness, science, and evolution. Join us in intimate conversations with cutting-edge scientists, spiritual leaders, artists, disruptors, and visionaries who are working towards reframing the narrative of our future by healing the rift between spirituality and science, reclaiming creativity, and laying the foundation for a new world. And now, here's your host, Karen Curry Parker.
Hi, Karen Curry Parker here. I want to talk to you for just a few minutes about my book, The Quantum Human. I'm actually not going to talk to you. I'm actually just going to read a section of this book to you. This is just the introduction, just so that you get a sense of who is this book for and why is this book important for you to read right now. So take a few minutes. Maybe you're cooking dinner. Maybe you're taking a little break in between Zoom sessions at work. Take a few minutes and kick back, relax, and let me just read the introduction of this book to you, just to give you a sense of what it's all about. Our true nature is to be creative. We are all, each and every one of us, powerful creative beings who use our perceptions to create our collective and individual experience of reality. Our collective consciousness is evolving. Evolution in consciousness is not only showing up as new scientific understandings about how the world works, it is literally manifesting as physical changes in the way in which our brains and bodies work. The rate at which we are evolving is reaching a pace at which the old systems we created with material consciousness are no longer working for a majority of the people. Our current education system perpetuates an outdated way of thinking that causes children to feel like they're broken, stupid, disruptive, non-creative, or in any way less than. Our healthcare system treats people based on their material value and with limited models that do not take into account non-locality and fully integrative aspects of wellness and perception as part of the healing process. Our economy is driven by materialism, inequality, and excludes people from participating fully. In an evolving world where the concept of value is changing dramatically, the old economy is no longer sustainable. Even the way in which we organize our communities and our government is in need of a serious overhaul as we begin to realize that affecting real, sustainable, peaceful change on the planet will require us to first and foremost change our perceptions of what we believe is possible to experience on planet Earth. We would not be realistic if we didn't take stock of our current perceptions of the world and examine what these perceptions are creating. We live in a world where there is mounting scientific evidence that says we're facing a global crisis, a crisis rooted in a consciousness and a perception of lack. We are deeply conditioned by old material consciousness, which is based on a model of finite resources, zero-sum game thinking, and by nature, competition. We are afraid that we lack the resources, food, money, systems of allocation and management, education, opportunity, or knowledge to make the changes necessary to surmount the global challenges facing us today. Our collective perceptions of lack are created from our own individual stories of personal lack. Each and every one of us who is in some way living out the story of not enough and creating the manifestation, the collapse, if you will, of the quantum potential of lack, is adding to the experience of lack on the planet. The perception of lack creates less than enough, accompanied by naysaying, doubt, and the denial of unrealistic possibilities. When we think we are not enough, don't have enough, aren't worthy of more, and play in a limited zero-sum game, that is what we inevitably create in the world. When we come from a place of lack, the dreamers who bring us the fantastical ideas, such as going to the moon, are shut down, laughed at, and denied the opportunity to assist with the evolution of humanity. The dreamers, the creatives, The leaders on the edge of consciousness, that's you, know, sometimes without knowing exactly how they know, but they do, that they have the answers to saving the world, the answers to creating a world of sustainable peace and sustainable resources. When we shut down the dreamers, we shut down the possibility of what else is possible on the planet. Right now on this planet, there are people who carry the seeds of inspiration, the root ideas for creating the next phase of humanity on the planet. In our midst are people who have the next new idea that can change the definition of what's possible for humanity, much like space travel changed our idea of who we are and what we can achieve. For us to be ready to serve as sacred stewards for these ideas, to plant them, tend to them, and ultimately collapse the quantum potentials that will make them manifest in the world, we have to remember our innate natural creative power and unlock the full potential of our human creative genius. In this book, you're going to learn about the mechanics of the evolution of humanity through the lens of quantum human design, a system that teaches you how to fulfill your life and soul purpose using a blend of several ancient esoteric systems, including the Chinese I Ching, the Hindu chakra system, Judaic Kabbalah, and astrology. The information shared in this book is based on the basic information first revealed by Ra Uru Hu, the founder of traditional human design. It offers, however, an alternative perspective on the evolution of the world and shares a message of hope and empowerment. As a student of Ra, I am grateful for Ra and his understanding of the mechanics of shift on the planet. His work and his life are a testament to his courage and his willingness to transmit a body of information that has the potential to transform the way we love and nurture each other in a rapidly changing world. Your quantum human design is calculated using your birthday, time, and place, just like with astrology. The system is based on a chart that's generated by computer. If you haven't gotten your free chart, you can go to freehumandesignchart.com and get your human design chart and learn more about it. Here's the thing, though. You are not your human design chart. Your chart is not the definition of who you are. Your chart is simply a map of your soul curriculum, what you came here to experience, do, and be on this planet at this vital time. You are an infinite, powerful creator living in a human story. All the other details of your story, your religion, your race, your gender, your Enneagram, your astrology chart, your numerological profile, your political party affiliation, your nationality, your job title, define aspects of your story, but they do not tell the true story of who you really are. I'll say it again because it's so important. You are an infinite, powerful creator living in a human story. I'm going to add one more thing. Before I started writing this book, I set the intention for this note to reach all of us who may have gotten swept up and confused by the centuries of hidden pain that we're all healing on the planet right now. See this nugget as a reminder. Here's what I want to gently remind you. If you're reading this book, your soul is called to this planet to do one thing. And that thing is the most important thing you can do. Fulfill your life purpose. And your life purpose isn't your work or what you do. Your life purpose is to be the fulfilled expression of who you came here to be in this lifetime. You are your life purpose. For a lot of us, when we read those words, it might inspire a certain amount of panic. Many of us know that we're here for a reason, but we might not remember what that reason is. You came here to heal centuries of hidden pain so that the echoes of this pain can be permanently wiped off the planet. You came here to free yourself from the bondage of a consciousness of lack so that you could turn around and do the same for others. So that we can learn to create from a place of infinite power. So we can live from abundance, not scarcity. So we can create a world of equitable, sustainable peace. Because a world of equitable, sustainable peace is the fulfillment of the human potential. That's your mission. For some of you, that might mean spending a lifetime of clearing trauma from yourselves and the cells of others. For others, it might mean to stop making excuses, albeit clever ones, that are keeping you from fulfilling your purpose. It is time for you to share your message, write that book, create that program, do your life's work, and stop hiding out. You are absolutely worthy of serving the divine mission of transforming, aligning, and healing the world by being who you are. This book is designed to be a guide for you to activate your own remembering of the mission of evolution and the natural creative power that you were born with. When you fully embody your natural creative power and you clear the generations of conditioning and ancestral pain your cells are carrying, you will be fulfilling your ultimate purpose: to use your creative power to create an equitable, sustainable world of peace. To do that, you have to do one crucial thing: bring yourself back into alignment with living true to who you really are. You are a once-in-a-lifetime cosmic event. You are an intentional soul living in a temporary life story with a purpose. Over the course of your life, you've experienced joys, trauma, pain, and love. You've been conditioned by the mindsets, beliefs, and energies from the people who have played a major part in your life. You are also carrying within your cells the energy of ancestral memories that are stored in your DNA. The emerging science of epigenetics has shown us that many of our reactions, anxieties, fears, and even our tendency to express certain gene regulators are actually influenced by events that happened in our family lineage up to 14 generations before we were born. In other words, things that happened in your ancestral lineage are influencing the DNA your family is carrying. This genetic influence is inherited, and we all carry genetic memory of things that happened on the planet before we incarnated. Your life experience and your genetic programming and more can often entrain or condition you away from being the person you were born to be. Your conditioning influences your perception and consequently which quantum potentials you make manifest in your life. To activate your mission on the planet at this time, you have to decondition yourself. You have to create a new set of meanings and perspectives that are empowering. You have to reprogram your DNA. You have to fully activate the power of your soul expressing its true creative capacity so that your human story can fulfill its full purpose: to heal the world. When you do this, your capacity to intentionally harness your natural creative power increases exponentially. So do it. Anyway, that's the introduction out of The Quantum Human. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you heard what you needed to hear out of it. And I hope more than anything, no matter what, whether you read this book or not, that you remember that you are a cosmic, once-in-a-lifetime event and that you're here for a reason. And part of that reason is you being you. You fulfilling the story of who you are heals the world. So do it. Have a great day. Tell your story to the world the way you want it to be, and make it a good story. A story that is truly worthy of the person you were born to be. If you'd like some help to kickstart your capacity to reclaim sovereignty over your personal story, get your free Quantum Human Design Chart at freehumandesignchart.com. I'm Dr. Karen Curry Parker. Thank you for joining me for Quantum Revolution.
Thank you for joining us on Quantum Revolution with Karen Curry Parker. For more information on how to change your world, visit quantumrevolutionpodcast.com. Make sure you follow us on your favorite podcasting platform so you don't miss a single episode of Quantum Revolution. We'll see you next time for some more groundbreaking conversations with Karen and her guests. How will you impact your world today?